Alright, we are here for our after stream report. This will be the first one. So let's take a walk up here. And we upgraded to the newer version. I do believe we're in 1.1 now. And that has caused some strange occurrences. We'll get into that a little bit later. But the first thing is our GUI's changed. But the first thing we did when we got in was we were having an issue of not having enough oxygen. So we put in a second electrolyzer. But the reason why we didn't have it was we were full of hydrogen. Because the only thing we're really using hydrogen for is over here for making this Relecia stuff, which we don't really need that much of. So what we did before we put in the second electrolyzer was we put in these 4K tanks with a valve. There's an overflow valve you can't see right there, and then that goes into the gas vent, and we put that in for oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen one is up here, and we actually redid everything so all of the hydrogen is coming into the tank before it gets output, instead of like what I was doing before, where I just had all the hydrogen lines ran together. So here's the overflow valve and the vent. This won't get any hydrogen unless there's too much in there. And we got that all running, so now the iron is getting all the oxygen it needs over here so they can stay running. And we got done with that. We started having some power issues, so we ended up having not enough coal coke. We had too much of the tar gas. Whatever I did for this circuit thing did not work. I need to take another look at the circuit thing and see if I can figure out how the circuit things work better, talk to XAR maybe. So what we ended up doing is putting in this, which is the next level of coal that we had talked about, where you don't get any gases out of it. You just have the raw coal come in, and that puts out your crushed coal, your regular coal, and your coal dust. And then they come over here and get split, and the regular coal gets put up here to make coke. The crushed stuff comes down here to make coarse coal, regular coal, and dust, which then the regular coal is coming around here to get sent back up in to this line and go back out to make coke. And then the dust is just getting thrown in the shed. The coarse as well, but that's only because it needs a jaw crusher. And I ran into another problem of not being able to make the jaw crusher, which we'll get into in a second. So we spent a whole lot of time today in the stream just waiting on shit to get done because of how slow we were running because of power. So then, since I needed some duralumin to make that jaw crusher, I came down to get some and found out that you can't make duralumin anymore in one of these foundries. You now have to have what's called a smelter, which is this big monstrosity over here. So it's the same exact recipe, aluminum and copper, except that it is bigger and it's a different machine. And it doesn't seem to run much slower than the other one, but it really doesn't put out as fast as I expected it to. I expected something this big to really shoot some duraluminum out of this thing, and it really doesn't. But so we're going to need a whole lot of room to put in a whole lot more of these, because we need the duraluminum for all of our fast inserters. We need it for, it's either science or, I think it's science. It's either science or circuits we need it for up there. So we're going through a butt ton of this stuff. And this thing is just slow. I've been working on getting the aluminum taken care of, so maybe we can get this out a bit faster. We have ended up putting in a whole 3 banks of miners over here, which it looks like we have one empty there, there, and there already, and we just put these in today. So we're probably going to have to find more aluminum soon. But we then ran that over and around to get it to the, go up to the circuit stuff. And to make that smelter, we found out that we actually needed to make titanium. So that was the big issue. If it was just making a new machine and putting it in, it wouldn't be an issue. But we actually had to make titanium, which up until this point we hadn't been mining. So we found out we have this titanium up here. So we put a couple miners down, which needs the acetylene, by the way, to mine it. And we set up this titanium processing today. So the raw comes in here, gives you grade 1 and grade 2. Those come out. The grade 1 comes in here, which gives you grade 3 and rejects. The grade 2, though, comes over here, which gives you grade 1 and stone. So then that grade 1 comes back around to go back in here. And then the rejects comes up here, which gives you grade 3 and gravel. You only have a 30% of the titanium coming out of this one. It's mainly just gravel. But then that comes down, and all of our tier grade 3 finally comes over here and goes into these foundries, which I just have running into a shed for right now because I really don't need that stuff in my inventory. I still haven't gotten the gravel dealt with. That needs to get weaved through here and down to that line, but I haven't gotten it completely done yet. Run this, I guess. Here we've got all these cliffs that we got to deal with, so it's been a bit of a pain. Oh great, my inventory's full, so I can't even do it. Yeah, I need to get my inventory emptied. That's what I'm planning on doing after this video. But we got that all dealt with, so we can make the smelter. And we got the smelter, then we made the duraluminum, which we then need to make the jaw crusher that goes there, which I will probably do next time. And we did notice that we were running out at the very end of the stream, that the combustion mixture ends up getting a little low. So in the next one we're going to run that. We also found out that the iron smelting from iron oxide to iron plate that I had set up here was not getting smelted because all of the furnaces were full of iron. So we decided to relocate that Hopefully we're going to get the steel relocated, because we just got done doing the iron level 2, which means we can make molten steel, so we can start pouring steel. So those two should come out of there soon. These two already have to come out of there, but we went ahead and sent all the iron oxide that we're getting over here, and we just sent them to foundries to make plates, and then they come back on the line here, which that's part of why my inventory is so full, because I picked up all of the iron from there. And it looks like I got 3 stacks of aluminum I need to get rid of as well. But I haven't put in anything to... I need to put a shed in or something for aluminum, like I have everything else. Everything else has got a storehouse or a shed or something, and aluminum doesn't. I'm going to try the next stream to set up a basic making stuff. I guess they call it a mall, where I can, because right now I have this set up. This is like the only thing I have automated as far as parts and stuff. But we're going to take this out of here. We're going to relocate it somewhere. I haven't quite decided where that's going to be. I'm guessing probably down in this area. Maybe, since most of my stuff is stored right here, we can make a belt and send it down here. That means I'm going to have to deal with some fighters. But I want to get a lot more stuff set up. Like, I want to get a place for circuits to be dropped off from up there so I can grab circuits. And I want to make all the rest of the belt stuff, the undergrounds and the splitters. I want to finally get inserters crafted, fast and slow. And we need to make some more of these smelters. So now that we know how slow it is, we're probably going to move this down into this area where we got plenty of room to do it. So we're going to have a very busy next stream. But that is what we did in this stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you're wanting to see what we did in the stream, I will have a card thing up in the corner that'll link you back to it. The new schedule is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 11 Central Time will be our stream. That'll last for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, depending on the project of the day. And then about 5 p.m. on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we will have this video that you're seeing now, the after stream report. That'll give you a quick rundown of what happened during the stream. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully, if you're watching this, I will see you at one of our live streams where we actually set all this stuff up. But if not, thank you for at least watching the after stream report. If you have any questions, let me know. I am in no way a master of Factorio or Pyanodons, less the latter. I'm just learning this and enjoying the challenge of doing so. But that will be it for today. Make sure you hit the buttons, do the things, and I will see you folks next time.